Hello everybody, my name is Red Peasant and today we are playing out Route of Warships. Now, as a little background info, Route of Warships is a free-to-play game. You can get it off their website. It's not off like Steam or anything. And it basically has a setting of World War II, pre-World War II, kind of World War One. And as you can see here, in the middle of your screen, it's all about naval combat. And this game kind of takes on an arcadey approach. Um, so, yeah, this is a fun little game. I haven't got too far into it. There is 10 tiers. Basically, the game works off of nations. And you kind of progress through the years as a specific nation, although you can switch nations whenever you want. Like, this is Germany, and as you can see here, the German flag, or the Kriegsmarine flag, or, whatever. And then this is Japan, the Imperial Japanese Navy. Um, so yeah, this game's all about ranking up. It's not that grindy, at least so far. It'll probably get more grindy, but so far, this game's all about, ranking up, going through the tech tree, which is right here. If I go to it, so this is your Japanese tech tree, and you can limit it. See that right here? This is aircraft carriers, battleships, cruisers, destroyers, and premium ships. Now, to start off, we'll start off with the cruisers since that's the first one I had. So for cruisers, this is the first tier 1 cruiser. Cruisers are all about supporting battleships and taking down destroyers and cruisers. They're much more of a support role than anything, but that doesn't mean that they're not good. In fact, cruisers are very good. They have excellent guns and much better maneuverability than battleships, which makes them very versatile and adored by the community. Many people play out cruisers. In fact, cruisers are the majority of the time what people are playing. So after cruisers, we have, well, not after, but after that, we have destroyers. Now, destroyers, you've probably heard about destroyers and cruisers and battleships and what there are, but I'm still going to do this review just in case someone doesn't, and it'll kind of give you an idea of what each line is about and their playstyle. So, here we have a destroyer. This is another Imperial Japanese destroyer, the Tier 2 Umikaze. Now, the Tier 2 Imperial Japanese destroyer Umikaze and the majority of destroyers for Japan are all about one thing, and that is right here, torpedoes, and right here, torpedoes. The guns, as you can see here, on this destroyer, I only have one gun. And if I go to, well, I'll get into that. I'll get into that. So yeah, destroyers are all about taking out battleships and big, fat, heavy ships that, if you get close enough, they cannot run away from your torpedoes. They're not meant to be used on destroyers because destroyers are way too maneuverable. You can use them on cruisers, but they're most effective on aircraft carriers and battleships. The majority of the time, battleships. So destroyers are very, very small. If I just go like this, that is my target. If I'm going straight at you, it's almost impossible to hit me from a good while away. And destroyers are very, very maneuverable. They also, like I said, the torpedoes are their main game, and they have extremely low hit points. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this game is really arcadey, and that it goes off a hit point system and not individual modules. Although there is modules for you to take out, but that will not affect you from being alive or dead. It will affect your gameplay, however. So, yeah. And then, after that, we have battleships. Now, I'm looking to get into battleships. However, as you can see here, not researched yet. Now, battleships, you've probably most certainly heard of battleships. Battleships are these big, lumbering, fat slobs of metal that go through the water extremely slow. However, as you can see here, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I have 12 guns on this thing. And these guns are huge guns. Battleships are extremely slow and they're extremely well armored. And they have a lot of hit points. Now this sounds really good and awesome. Like, oh, well that's epic because you can fucking wreck everything. However, that is not the case because they are really slow and they take a long time to get into battle. So, and also when you fire your guns, the reload is pretty long on these. Like, well, I'll show you. After battleships, we have aircraft carriers. Now, as you can see here, before I go through this, well, let's just review this. As you can see, I haven't researched this neither. Uh, Aircraft carriers are all about, you most certainly guessed this, aircraft. They're meant to deploy aircraft, and their main armament is aircraft. They can have fighters, as you can see here, fighters, torpedo bombers, and they also come with dive bombers, although this does not have that unlocked yet. And as you can see here, let's see here, this is most certainly the fighters, and then this is probably torpedoes. Let's see if we can see. No. But that's probably what it is. Carriers are pretty fast. They really are. They're pretty fast machines for how big they are and how tall. However, they have no armor whatsoever, and they have no armament whatsoever. Like, they don't have any guns. Well, they have this, but this is for AA, and that's a secondary. So, yeah. Now, if I go back to Tech Tree, as you can see here, it goes from Tier 1, Tier 2, 3, 4, and each tier up to 4, you unlock a different type of ship. You can see here, Tier 1, I have to play cruiser, I have no choice. Tier 2, I can go with a destroyer. And premium ships you can buy for these things called doubloons. You can probably guess what that is. Purchase doubloons. It's kind of like a currency in game that you can pay for money and yada yada yada. It can get you a ship. So yeah. But anyway, Tier 2 you can have access to a destroyer or a cruiser. Tier 3 you can have access to the first battleship, the third cruiser in the line, or another destroyer. In Tier 4, you get access to aircraft carriers, battleship, cruiser, and destroyer, and another premium ship. And it keeps going down the line, and each tier you progress through the years. So if I click on this, right, and I click on Tech Tree, and I go over this, the Zao is a Tier 10. The highest tier in the game, as you can see here, I can't scroll down anymore, it's a Tier 10. Now, this was designed in 1941. If you look right there below purchase price, it's a year of design 1941. The Shimakaze was entered service in 1943, and the Yamato, yes, entered service in 1941. And the Hikuru, oh fuck me, that's so wrong. Year of design is 1942. Now, if I go over to Hashidatse, oh my god, so fucking wrong. Entered service in 1940. And if I go over Shikuma, yeah, entered service in 1912. So you can see how I progressed through the years, like this Aoba, entered service 1927. So you can see how it progresses. And this is not the only choice of ship nations. You also have United States of America. United States goes off the exact same system where each tier, up to Tier 4, you get another type of ship. Their, let's see here. Their Kawache is a South Carolina. And, you know, they get the Samson, the Langley, yada yada yada. USSR is not quite the same because the game devs are still developing it. Um, so if you see here, all I have access right now are cruisers, destroyers, and a lot of premium ships. A lot. So, yeah. And you can see here, same basis. I unlock another one, and when they add in battleships, it'll be for tier 3, and it'll keep going down. And I don't think the Russians used aircraft carriers, but maybe they had a paper design or something that they'll add in a tier 4. I don't know. We'll have to see. But as you can see here, the Moskva entered, or excuse me, the year of design was 1953, and the Orlan, the year of design was 1941, and the Novik was 1901. So, yeah, this is definitely, you know, progression through the years. Because obviously, through the years, technology gets better, etc., etc. Now, for the Germans, all I have access now, right now, is cruisers and premium ships. Hey, the Emden and the Tirpitz. Two very famous ships. Cool. And as you can see here, all I have access to cruisers, and right now, I have the Hermelin, whatever, and the last one is the Tier 10 Hindenburg, which was designed in 1940. There's UK, and all UK has access right now to, because the devs haven't developed it, is two premium ships, the Campbelltown, oh fuck me, dude, I'm so bad at pronouncing shit, goddamn. The Campbelltown, just whatever, and the Warspite, I did pronounce that right, I know I did, and that entered service in 1915, and the Campbelltown entered service in 1919. Very old ship. And then you have Poland, and Poland only has one ship because they haven't developed it yet. The Błaskwica. Oh my fucking god, dude. The Błaskwica. Oh fuck me, dude. So wrong. Entered service in 1937. There you guys go. So as you can see here, there's a lot of ships to choose through, and what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be making a series where I go through each tier. So tier for tier, right now I'm on tier 3 for Japan, and I'm on tier 3, or no, I'm actually only on tier 2 for Chester, and I'm going to be choosing the best ship for each tier. Uh, or, and I might do this as well, I'm not sure, but I might just go down through and pick my favorite ship for each nation. So, let's say I play tier 3, and I have the Kawachi unlocked, the Tenru, and the Wakatage, which I do have unlocked, and I picked my best one out of that. The one I had the most fun with. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and if you enjoy this idea, please say something in the comments or leave a like. I would love to do this, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to anyway, but yeah. Anyway, see you guys, and stay fresh.